What's up, everybody? Jared here, and we are 6 months into 2019. That means 6 months of movies, movie reviews, a bunch of stuff going on. But what are some of the best movies? Some of the movies you've maybe missed, some of the best reviewed movies, some of the best movies in my own opinion. Well, I'm going to break down my top 10 movies of 2019 so far. Again, I haven't seen every single movie that's come out. I mean, there's been other reviewers that have seen more, some people have seen less, and again, this is my own opinion. But before I get into my thoughts or my top 10, let me know what your guys' favorite movies or top movies of 2019 are so far. I know that a lot of you guys have seen other movies than myself, so let me know what your maybe top 3, top 5, top 10 movies are in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's get into my top 10 of 2019. Coming in at number 10 is Fighting with My Family. This movie kind of snuck up on me because it was this nice personal story or emotional story following Paige, the wrestler, through her journey or inception or origin story into the WWE. I think that's what it was. Florence Pugh here does a phenomenal job at portraying this character. And again, it's a very family-centric story. It's emotional. It's this underdog story of her, accepting or getting fame. And I know that I really enjoyed this film, but some fans of wrestling, one of my friends actually, he said that they maybe took some liberties and changed the story a little bit. I thought it was fine because it made things more cinematic, and I really appreciated and I really liked this movie. Toy Story 4 is my number 9 spot. This was one movie that I think everyone agreed we didn't need, but after watching it, it was something that everyone wanted. This was a nice end cap. I thought the third one was a nice end cap to the Toy Story story. This fourth one is a nice end cap to Woody's story. The animation is absolutely bananas. It is funny. They add a whole lot of new characters. Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom is perfect. And again, it brings up these kind of themes or other things about purpose. What's the purpose of a toy? And if your purpose in life is fulfilled, what do you do after that? And it is the perfect conclusion to this Toy Story quadrilogy, in my opinion. Obviously, Jordan Peele was going to make this list, so at number 8 is the new Us film, the new horror thriller slasher, whatever, that came out, I think, a few months ago. My own opinion, I like Get Out a little bit more than this one, but this steps it up. This is an elevated horror film, a slasher film with a lot of themes and other, I wouldn't say political, but like social issues to it. There's a lot of metaphorical things in this film, but the cinematography is great. The score is creepy and fits perfectly. The performances, Lupita Nyong'o is bananas in this movie. She is fantastic. I hope she gets some sort of notice come award season. But again, Jordan Peele, he's 2 for 2 with these horror films. It is fantastic. If you haven't seen this movie, if you're a fan of horror, slashers, anything like that, go rent this movie. You might have to watch it twice because there's a lot to really process here, but this is one of the top movies in my opinion. This next film is one that I don't think anyone saw, and I absolutely adored it. It was Teen Spirit. Elle Fanning stars as this kind of underdog, and it's almost this riches to fame story through a singing competition. And I love the story of, this girl that's really trying to sing and then eventually makes it. But the music in this movie is what really got me. I listened to this soundtrack, I think, on repeat for a month after I saw the movie, and it's all of these covers, but done by actual people in the movie. And it is a great twist on the music. It is catchy. It is a bop. But the story as it progresses and her relationship with this manager character that she meets along with, and the very end of this movie is what got me. I mean, this is one that I really think that if you enjoy music and this really kind of personal, indie feel type story and ending, you gotta go check out Teen Spirit. Long Shot is my number 6 spot. This is one of the best comedies this year. It had a lot of laugh out loud moments. Seth Rogen, Charlize Theron, their chemistry is great. They have, both emotional chemistry and then also the comedic chops in this movie. And it's a weird thing because this movie is half comedy, half romantic comedy, and the blend of it works perfectly. It's crafted so well that you believe that Rogan and Theron could in fact be this couple. It's believable. It does also touch on some social gender roles or issues, and also some political stuff. It doesn't go too deep into that. It definitely stays on the comedic thread of this movie. And again, another character, June Diane Raphael, is in this. I love her from all of the stuff she does, and she does not disappoint in long shot. I absolutely love musicals, and coming in at number 5 is the Rocketman biopic Elton John film. And I thought that this would be like last year's Bohemian Rhapsody, you know, a very musical biopic following the life of this Elton John. And it is that, but it's more of a musical than a biopic. It's this weird mixture, because there's musical aspects where they're singing his songs, it's breaking out in song and dance, and everyone's having a great time. It has the music of Elton John, Taron Egerton singing his songs, give us a nice flair to it, and also his performance as Elton John, the look, the mannerisms, the singing, everything fit perfectly here. And another thing that I liked about this that Bohemian Rhapsody didn't really do is they steered into some of the darker material in this movie. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's some dark stuff in this movie. If you love musicals, if you love Elton John, you gotta go check out Rocketman. Number 4 is a smaller indie film that I don't think anyone really saw, and it's The Mustang. This movie was a great personal, I mean, it's smaller, it's indie, it's a nice personal story about this guy who's in prison. He's kind of like this caged up animal, and then goes and it works with these horses for this therapy type stuff. And he develops this great relationship with his horse because both of them are stubborn. There's a lot of symbolism in this movie. And Matthias Schoenaerts, I think that's how you pronounce his name, as the lead role, his performance is amazing. He's so distant and cold. But you can see as the movie progresses, like the similarities he has with the horse, and how he is actually changing a little bit as a person. Like, this is a very, you know, small personal story. It's very emotional. It's beautifully shot. And the ending, it crushes you. Like, once I saw this movie, I was like, this is easily in my top 10 of 2019. We'll see if it remains there, but right now it's firmly at this spot. Avengers Endgame is obviously making this top 10, number 3, and it is amazing what Marvel, Kevin Feige, everyone did, Disney, making these 20-some movies come together cohesively, perfectly. Each of these characters, there's like bajillions of characters, each of them has their one little moment to shine. This movie should not have happened or been as good as it was, and it was phenomenal. The visuals are amazing, the plot lines, them adding some stuff and filling in some blanks that we didn't even really need, but once they did it, it was like, this is smart, this is fantastic, and it's a great end cap to this Infinity War saga. This is very much popcorn blockbuster. It opens up the world to all this other stuff. If you have, I mean, everyone has seen Endgame multiple times. If you haven't, you gotta go check it out, because this is an epic, and I hate to use that word, this is an epic film. Hitting at number 2 is John Wick 3 Parabellum. This movie is action on action on action. I mean, they go in an antique store and throw some knives around. There's a guy that goes to a library and is pissed off that someone checked out his book. He's riding horses on the beach, not really the beach, but the streets. As jokes aside, this movie is bananas in the best way possible. It cranks action up to 11. Keanu Reeves can do no wrong, and this movie, this franchise, just keeps getting better and better and better. And this, I wouldn't say the story-wise or critically it's the best film of the year, but I had so much fun in this movie. There were so many times I was audibly like, but the action is great. There's dog fights. Like, everything about this movie is so much fun. It's crafted well, and it sets up for even more in this John Wick universe. My number 1, my favorite movie of 2019 so far is Booksmart, Olivia Wilde's directorial debut. This coming-of-age story, I adore this movie. It was kind of like 2007, I think that's what it is, Superbad, but following 2 female leads. You know, they're getting close to graduation, they really haven't had fun, they go out and they party, and the chemistry between these two leads, the comedy in this movie, it's smart, it's funny, it's witty, it's laugh out loud, and they take all of these stereotypical millennials and make them almost borderline caricatures, but enough that they're believable, and put them throughout this movie. It is crazy, it is weird, it is fun. It's a smaller movie, it didn't make that much money. You need to go see Booksmart. It's coming out probably on rental in a few months. You need to see this movie because it is my top movie of 2019 so far. Like, it is fantastic. So that is my top 10. Some of the honorable mentions: Alita Battle Angel has fantastic action, some great visuals. The story, not so much. Netflix also has some great ones with I Am Mother, which is this sci-fi thriller. It keeps you guessing. I really enjoyed it. It's a slow burn, but it's a nice watch. Always Be My Maybe, a Netflix rom-com. It's hilarious. It's one of the better rom-coms on that platform. And then also Aladdin. I was not expecting much from this movie. Will Smith, the music, everything. This movie worked very well. So those are the honorable mentions that you can go check out as well. So that is it, guys. My top 10 movies of 2019 so far. What did you guys think of this list? Are there some movies that I need to go check out that I've maybe missed? Or do you agree wholeheartedly that these are some of the best movies, some of the must-see movies of 2019? I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, movie reviews, trailer reactions, fun comedy skits. I got some more videos coming out this weekend, or maybe I'm on vacation right now. I don't know. Follow all my social media down there. Click that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to stay up to date on this channel's newest content. And until next time, I'll see you later.